To this now, the Finance Common Summit is calling for deeper multilateralism amid growing economic fragmentation. The fifth edition of the summit is currently underway in Cape Town at the same time as the G20 gathering under South Africa's presidency. The three-day gathering is co-hosted by the Development Bank of Southern Africa as well as the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. SABC News reporter Nosipho Radebe has the story.
We're still here at the Finance and Common Summit. That's here at the Cape Town Convention Centre. Day 2 of that summit opened yesterday by the Finance Minister, Enoch Godongwana. But what have been the discussions today? Well, issues around climate financing, obviously Africa's debt coming into focus. But to give us a glimpse or to sort of shed more light on the issues that they plan to tackle going forward, I'm joined now by Jean Lechun of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. President Jean, a very good day, and of course thank you to you for joining us today. This event coming, of course, as the G20 underway at the same convention centre. Talk to us about the link there.
We are very pleased to be in Cape Town attending the G20 Finance Minister and Central Bank Governors meeting. And at the same time, we are very pleased to co-host this Finance in Common Summit with DBSA and AFD. And this is a very much important event. So far as we are concerned as the Multilateral Development Bank, we are keen on working with other investors, such as public or national development banks, private sectors, to push for the sustainable development in many parts of the world. Particularly, we are focusing on thinking about how can we better serve the sub-Saharan Africa countries.
Sustainable development, that being a key issue, of course, Africa, climate change, we know the disproportionate sort of effect that impact has on Africa. Talk to us about your reflections there.
Sustainable development depends on, first of all, certainly financing, but more importantly, how this financing is to be used. Effective financing depends on the very good design, identification design of the projects, and what are the priorities of the sub-Saharan Africa countries in developing their economy. Sustainable development is paving the path for the continuous improvement of the people. But here in Africa, I think we have to see that while we are continuously improving the living standard of the people, it's also so important for us to improve biodiversity, to deal with climate change. I feel very sad to see the bushfire, for instance, which is happening these days around here, because of the consequence of climate change. And unless we deal with this kind of challenges, it's very hard for us to achieve resilience and sustainability of the economies in this region.
And of course, one of the themes that was highlighted on the panel today was that of cooperation, global cooperation, as we see sort of that shift in the sort of narrative there. Talk to us about the importance of that.
But nobody can do this alone. I don't think it is right for MDBs and PDBs to do things individually. We have to work collectively. By working together, we can leverage our resources and we can make the cake bigger. So on this point, I think finance in commons, the basic idea is to mobilize the broader support for us to finance the most important development projects by working together. So I see the solidarity, I see we're on the same page, and we're working together to achieve the common objective. So this is very much important, and I see South Africa, as the founding member of this bank, is gearing up in dealing with all these challenges. And I talked to your mayor of Cape Town last night, and he's talking about the need to improve infrastructure. I told him we are ready. We stand here.
All right. On that note, we'll leave it there, President Jean. Thank you so much. All right, and that's it, wrapping up really. President Jean wrapping up the Finance in Common, what we've heard today, and also that sort of outlook that they have in terms of global cooperation when it comes to dealing with issues around finance. Nosipho Radebe, SABC News, Cape Town.